City Hall Council Chambers located at 1716 West Main Street, Gun Barrel City, Texas on Tuesday, May 12th, 2026 at 5 p.m. I call this meeting to order. Roll call from my right.
Edwards here.
Jacobs here. We have a quorum.
Oh, that's me.
Pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.007, members of the public may speak on any topic. Comments are limited to 3 minutes and no action may be taken by the council. Any response from a member of the City Council to non-agenda comments is limited to a statement of specific factual information, a recitation of existing policy, or direction to staff for follow-up. We don't have any comments. New business 4A. Canvass votes for the offices of Council Place 2, East Side, Council Place 4, West Side, and the position of Mayor at Large, and declare the results. Our sponsor on this is the City Secretary.
Thank you, Jennifer. Before we jump in, I wanted to point your attention to Texas Election Code, Chapter 67. 2 requirements for canvassing here. 67.003 requires that the canvass must take place no later than 11 days following Election Day. This would be May 13th. So we are canvassing tonight. Unfortunately, due to the minimal time range of this requirement, we have multiple council members who were unable to attend in person. Fortunately for us and other cities, for canvassing purposes only, Section 67.004 allows for 2 council members to constitute a quorum. So we do have that, and also Brian's virtually attending tonight. So we do meet that requirement with just Jacobs and Edwards. This chart shows the voting stats from the election, and it breaks down how many people voted and how they chose to cast their ballots. I've highlighted here in yellow, there are 4,752 people eligible to vote in the city. A total of 410 people actually voted, and only 8.63% of those registered voters participated in this election. The chart tracks 3 different ways citizens cast their vote. The most popular method with 221 ballots was cast during early voting. Election day, 159 people voted in person on the day of the election, and 30 citizens used absentee ballots, which are usually sent by mail, and 2 ballots were cast that were left entirely blank. These numbers indicate that the counting process is finished. All 20 out of 20 precincts have fully reported their results for each category, those being absentee, early voting, and election day. And this was a joint election, so that's what the 20 precincts include, is the county and other cities. These numbers show the final results for the mayor at large race. Mr. Brian Kroll won the election with 279 votes, which accounts for 68.55% of the total. Ms. Amaris Faith received 128 votes, or 31.45%. The numbers to the right show exactly how each candidate's votes were cast. Early voting was the strongest category for both Mr. Kroll receiving 153 and Ms. Faith receiving 66. Election day, Kroll had a significant lead here as well with 110 votes compared to Faith's 49. Absentee votes were the closest category, with Kroll receiving 16 and Faith receiving 13. And a couple official terms here. There were 3 undervotes. What this means is 3 people turned in ballots but chose not to select a candidate for this specific race. And contest totals equal 410, which matches the total number of ballots cast that you saw on that previous stat slide. Moving on to Council Place 2, these numbers show the final results for the East District Place 2 race. Mr. Doug Lander won the election with 67 votes, which accounts for 59.29% of the total votes cast. And Mr. Chris Bahi received 46 votes, or 40.71%. Again, the numbers to the right show exactly how each candidate's votes were cast, and there was 1 undervote for this race. And last but not least, here are the numbers for Council Place 4, the West District. Matthew Proper was the sole candidate and received 251 votes, which is 100% of the votes cast for this race. The table shows how those 251 votes were collected. Undervotes totaled 45. This is a relatively high number for this race, meaning 45 people who voted in the overall election chose to skip this specific race, likely because it was uncontested. Contest totals equals 296, and this represents the total number of voters who participated in this specific portion on the ballot, plus the 45 undervotes. And then these certificates are the official documents certifying the election results for Gun Barrel City, issued and signed today, May 12th, 2026. And this concludes the May 2nd, 2026 general election canvass. I'm happy to answer any questions with all the people we have here.
Any questions? This meeting is adjourned.
See you, Mayor.
Thank you, everyone.
See you later.
Thank you,
See you
Brian.
later, Alligator.
Thanks, Brian.
See the boat behind me?
No?
You ready?
Yes?